very confident I most likely will get the kill, I'll go for it type deal thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally how it should be. So you're just going for kills that look really good.
Oh yeah, this opening was annoying.
Yeah.
I didn't want any part of it, if you couldn't tell. I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna throw a W and walk away.
Standard Raptors clear. Cool. Downside of this kind of odd is I can't see your camera control, but it is what it is.
Yeah, my camera controls. I don't have it locked on me, if that makes sense. I use the mini map mostly. I don't really. I
Right.
go up. Um, I go up with, but I do. Yeah, that was I fucked that up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, this is a mess.
yeah, that was a mess there. I do remember that. That was a mess. I still didn't do too bad though on the clear. Um,
Okay. So yeah, so far in the game, not a whole lot's happening. You're not really looking for early fights because it's like a Fiddlesticks, he's not going to fight you, and then your lanes are getting pushed in. It's kind of whatever. You messed up the clear, that's obvious.
yeah, I
Neighbors, yeah.
don't. I don't normally mess up my
Right,
clear,
right,
but
right.
I think this is one of my first games. It was kind of like a warm up game, if I remember correctly. I probably shouldn't have threw my W there at the minions, um, but if back up right here, I probably shouldn't have threw my W and just cleared the one minion, because it kind of screwed up Yasuo a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. I should have just autoed that one minion, and that was it.
You
But
could, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not going to make that much of a difference because it's still going to end up
yeah,
pushing, but yeah.
right. But it's the fact that he almost missed that minion there.
Yep.
Is the only reason I say that.
Yep.
This I knew she was walking down. Popped that. That was
Yeah.
obvious. Waited it out until he rotated, so I could get my scuttle. I had smite. I was ready for that.
What are you buying on Talon? Like, what is your first item?
I always go Doran's blade, double longsword on my first back. Typically, is what I try to go for.
Okay, so you're looking for 1100. That's an awkward amount of gold to look for. That means you're going to have to do full clear plus scuttle and then your whatever side you started in order to reach that.
Well, I don't mind if I don't. So, well, I shouldn't say I try to look for that. I always go Doran's blade longsword or Doran's blade double longsword, depending on whatever I have. I use futures market, so typically it's a little bit easier to get what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I would not
I always
use
go
futures
Doran's blade
market
at
for a
least, though.
longsword though.
Huh?
I would not use futures market for a longsword though. I don't think that's worth it.
No, it's no. It's only. I usually only do it for serrated dirk or Yumus. I think usually.
Yeah, yeah, then you could definitely argue it there. But yes, the reason I was asking for the items you're looking for on Talon
I like the Doran's
because
blade rush, um, just because when they buffed it, it made it a lot smoother for your second clear and stuff like
yeah,
that. Oh shit! Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I apologize.
All good. Okay, so yeah, the reason I was asking for what you're looking to buy on Talon because it makes a difference between whether you go for this bottom scuttle or not. If you're wanting to go for, let's say, just D-Blade and Longsword, it doesn't make sense to stay for the other scuttle because then you're not getting to your respawning Krugs on time.
I think this game. I think I went for the. So I think we went for the scuttle. To deny it from Fiddle getting both, and then we did this little skirmish here, but nobody died or anything, and I think I went straight to Krugs, if I remember correctly. So I didn't lose my timing. Does that make sense?
Right. Now they're already up by now, but yeah.
Yes. So I should be if we didn't have this right here going on with Yasuo, where I had to deny it a little, I would have already been on Krugs.
Yeah. And then you'd be recalling for what? Because you would have roughly 1,400.
Correct. Yeah. So then I'd be backing for the double longsword buy. So instead of losing my timing, I just did my back. Does that make sense? Is that what I should be doing, or?
It's alright. I think it's unnecessary to fight for the second scuttle. I'd rather you just immediately recall and get the D-Blade. If you're gonna go for like the 8 camp clear that you did here, then you should just go straight Dirk. Yeah, I don't really think you need the D-Blade if you're gonna be recalling as late as you are.
Okay, you think straight Dirk is better?
Yeah, yeah. If you've already like cleared half of your next clear, because as you said, the D-Blade is primarily for like healthier clear and then being ready to fight somebody, but you're not really in that position because you just cleared a lot of camps and recalled.
Right. Yeah, so the way I try to push it is so my first clear, if you noticed I went Raptors Krugs, then red. So I try to time my second clear, and I always skip blue and red, like on my first clears. So I did Wolves, then Gromp, then blue.
Yeah.
Because I try to push the second clear faster.
Yep.
And push a lead that way. Because I know that my second clear is a lot faster than my first clear is. So here I had nothing really to do, so I went and checked timers on Raptors and Krugs in red. So I put the ward there, and then I think I jump over here. Check Krugs timers for invade.
Okay, so the first thing, where we go back, we should know where the fiddle started. I wasn't paying that much attention. Yeah, he started blue because he showed up on Scuttle, and I think he had the blue.
Yes, he came. Well, their top laner came down.
He showed, and then you saw Fiddle.
And we saw Fiddle, anyways.
Okay, they were really red now because the blue ran out. Yeah. Okay, so you know that you both started the same direction. You're gonna clear up. He's gonna clear up. If you know that you're both on like the same timers, then should he not also be clearing his top side at around the time you're clearing your top side?
So what I was thinking is because he did blue first, right?
Yep.
So I was thinking he did red before Krugs. So he went Raptors red Krugs, so his Krugs would have been slower.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
They are slower, yeah, but by the time you get there, he should still be finishing up his clear.
It should still be up, okay.
Yeah. So like you're going for information that you already have is what I'm getting at.
Got it, okay.
You already have this information. What I would rather you be doing is, if there's a gank, great. It doesn't look like there really is one at the moment.
There wasn't, and that's why I think...
Yeah,
and I think that's why I kind of went for the for sure information.
Right. So
because I didn't have
alternatively,
anything.
you could just recall and get serrated Dirk in this position. Like you
Okay,
don't have a lot of gold, but you could, and then you look to make a play around Drake, or at
I
least
had
you're on
enough
red
to
and
get
spawn.
serrated dirt because all you need is 400.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
which yeah, that makes more sense. You're right. Okay. So in
No,
situations,
I mean, yeah. At least the top lane gank looks like it'll work here. Oh no, this is tragic.
he ulted and he ulted well actually because I walked past. So he actually queued then ulted and it was like perfect. He actually played that pretty well. I don't. There's not a whole much more I could do. I was walking in front of him just to take his ult away, but I didn't have ult. Um, it was pretty
Yeah,
well
there's no
played.
way you're gonna have damage. Because like you could technically use the Q to try to stick a little bit better, but you don't have the damage. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna kill him, so
Yep.
he played it very well. Happens.
Yeah. So with that information, what should
I got
happen?
all based. I'm sorry, what?
What should happen now? Think about Fiddlesticks. What should he do?
Fiddle should be on drag.
Yeah, you
Since I
should
showed
lose
top.
Drake for that gank.
Yeah.
So when we're doing this whole play, especially because, like, as I said, this is kind of a waste of time because it's already given information. But then you
Yeah.
gank the Yone. That gank has to work because if you don't, you're really far behind. Because Fiddle's going to take
Yeah.
Drake. He's going to have the advantage on his camps. And hopefully that's what he does. Even got bot prio, so he should be on it. Not a thing you can do
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
thinking I should have went and checked it instead of
I wouldn't check it.
you
No.
wouldn't.
Well, because you
Clear.
have to consider, like, if you're going to check it. So let's say we'll take both scenarios. Let's say he's on it. You're not
Okay.
going to be able to stop him, most likely, because he's going to be pretty much done with it by the time you get there.
Right.
And then if he's not on it, it doesn't really change anything you were going to do. You're still going to clear.
Actually, if I remember correctly, I actually think I thought about it, but realized I didn't have Smite up.
Like you do here.
What?
You spoke
yeah,
Krugs. So maybe
yeah,
you thought
I
about it
used it.
after the Krugs.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. It looked like it was on cooldown, so I don't know. I guess I was thinking wrong. I don't know.
Got my phone alarm's going off. Go.
Oh, for 10?
Yeah. Just to make sure I didn't forget about it. Okay.
So he actually was on Dragon, or he was actually here to gank.
Yep. Curious what he did. Let's see.
He stood here.
Ew.
He stood right there at that rock.
I'm saying like the window when you ganked.
Oh.
Did he just run back and forth?
Yeah, he went crab blue.
What is this man doing?
He should have been on drag after crab.
Oh my god, yeah.
Drag.
Okay. He really bailed you out there.
Yeah, he did. It's funny. Yeah, he should have went crab drag. Then blue if he wanted to, or gank.
Yep. And then you back out, look for options.
Yep.
And then you're stuck having to clear your camps. Looking for this is good. Wonderful. Should be 2 kills.
I wanted to try to get that, but his healing.
Away.
I didn't have ignite or anything to stop him, but
we're not accepting the reality of the situation, though. We're wasting a lot of time.
Yes, because Yasuo came, and I don't know why. I should have just left. Because because we wasted a lot of HP too, and they gave them drag anyways, which obviously he bailed me out the first time, so I shouldn't
let's go back here and let's pretend like you don't read for the fiddle here. Or like here. Okay.
See, so right here I'm fine clearing the wave, and then if I left right after this, it
correct. So it'd be right now you'd be leaving.
Yes, like I wanted to. See how I was walking away to go
and then
red,
you were like,
and
ooh, but I could.
because Yasuo was there. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe we can kill him.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, no, we can't.
Yeah.
Throw a W, just try to get out.
Yep.
Because Katarina's going to fuck us up.
Yeah. So let's say you hadn't done that. Like you didn't get kind of baited by seeing Yasuo go in. What is the correct play then?
I would go. I would have done what I'd done after. Warded, drag, went red and Raptors.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So you'd get the ward and you path up. If he opts to do Drake, what do you do?
If I have Smite, I can contest it maybe, but if I don't, just keep clearing.
Yeah, so you've got options. Depending on what your teammates are doing, maybe you can look for a Drake. Pretty unlikely, given like how low your Janet is and Jin's just coming out of base. But in theory, if like the variables meet just right, then you could look to fight over it. Alternatively, you finish your bot side and immediately go to top side, as you said. Yep. Yep. You can look for like Herald play.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I did, yeah. Ward. I just opted not to even try, so I smited and just kept going up. And like you said, I went crab.
But yeah, and now we can't do Herald because that time window, it's no longer long enough to actually get it.
Right. I think I'd do it anyways. I don't remember. Oh no, I went invaded because I'm an
so this is another option you could do. You could like invade and then look to make a play. But ideally, it would be.
Yeah, I went for the invade because I think I saw him going for it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Just gotta be careful about Yone now.
Yeah, and I just.
Okay, don't go back in. Okay.
I trolled here. No, I just got it and left.
Oh, that was so greedy. Okay.
Oh, it was super greedy, but it worked because he just ditched. I was like, dude, he's ditching. I'm going.
Yep. Clear, and then let's see.
It worked. I mean, probably too little, too greedy, but it worked.
Yeah. Reset. Do not.
I feel like those are the plays you kind of have to go for. Yes, and I should have warded that if I had a ward up.
You didn't have one. It was down. You didn't have one because you warded here.
Oh yes, that's right. Okay, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that ward actually. To be honest.
That's fine. You're ahead. Obviously, there were some minor errors, but you're still in a decent position. So you're gonna recall here. This is great. Get your Yumus. Camps. See Fiddle.
No, I went for Katarina. I went and killed Katarina, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you kill her,
she was on, yeah.
Yep, it's fine.
Yeah, and killed her because it was
wave,
free.
Good.
And then I saw him down bot, Fiddlesticks. I knew Katarina was dead. I just killed her, so I said, I'm pushing plates, which obviously is very good.
What I had a good do is go take his bot side.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you think I should have just took one plate and left? Like
you could do that. Yeah, you could finish like the initial.
It was quick.
Yeah, you could do that one and then run straight here. Yeah.
Yeah, because I would have had enough time because he was still 6-7 seconds from spawning, which would take him another 10-15 seconds to get to bot side anyways. Did he have any up? Can you look? I don't know.
The camps?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I can.
Looks like his blue's coming up. Yeah. So I would have had enough time to get his blue and Gromp.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I didn't even think about that. I was just like, I'm getting plates. Okay, so in situations like that, take one plate and try to invade his camps, or just invade his camps. What do you think is?
Like the one plate's fine, yeah. Doing the plate's fine, and then you go take the camps. Depending on like how risky it is with the bot laners, you may not have time for the plate. In this case, it's fine because your bot laners are doing okay. But like if you could get killed, then I would just run straight to the camps.
Got it. Okay. Right, because in this situation, Fiddlesticks, Cat, MF, and Orianna literally were all dead. I mean, Orianna and MF just respawned. So I knew I had enough time to get at least one plate, if not two. So I kind of greeted for the I was trying to get the second one, but I didn't have enough minions for it.
And here's why you
Um,
should know that the blue is up. So the first blue spawns at 130, and he's gonna kill it. We'll say like 140 for simple math.
mhm.
It's got a 5-minute respawn timer, so it's spawning at 640. We'll say he kills it, even if it's not perfect, like 7 minutes. 5 minutes again, 12 minutes, and he doesn't have blue buff during this fight. So there's no way that blue has been taken.
Okay, got it. Okay, I don't think about stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you don't know, like, either if you don't know the timers, you don't think about the timers, then that can be a big deal. For example, do you know the spawn timers of like all the camps?
Not generally, no.
Okay. Um, so it is 5 minutes for red buff and blue buff. Everything else is 215 for like the
Minutes and
Gromp, wolves, all of that.
2 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay.
Yes. And then the scuttle is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you'll notice, that's why the like standard thing is doing your wolves and Gromp before blue, because that 2 minutes and 15 seconds, if you do it twice, that's 4.5, which is a little under 5 minutes. That's why it sequences so well.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Yeah, I just saw a video of somebody sequencing that
Right,
way,
you
and
just
it
see
really
them do it and you copy it. Yeah.
Right, yeah, and it really increased my like efficiency
Yep.
in a way. So I went and cleared another wave. Smited that cannon. It's like it's mine. Finished my clear. I think I recalled after this.
Got a decent amount of gold. That'd be good. We're tempted by Herald here.
I wanted to stop Harold.
Fine. You've got enough time. You're gonna have to run straight to Drake. I'm hoping that's what you're doing here. It's up in like
I think
20.
I go red and Drake, or one of the two. I don't remember. I either go red or Drake, or I go for the MF. One of the two.
Yeah, you're gonna need to go for MF now. But initially, the game plan is making a play around Drake. Game plan
Yes.
changes though when Yasuo dies because he greets for the Orianna.
Yeah, he went 1-for-1 there, which is
Right.
okay if Orianna was a mid laner, not a support.
Yep. And then also your Mundo's dead at the same time, so it makes it kind of awkward.
Right. Yes.
So we need two things. Ideally, we get vision on Drake. You're not gonna be able to get like proper vision because Yasuo died. You can't get all the information you need, but at least get a ward on Drake, and then, as you said, look for a pick on Misfortune so that you can get space to actually move up.
Okay. I do think I get a pick on her. So I kind of do a different route because I think I know that was like warded or something.
Cool, got her. Jin died though. Okay, so Jin's dead.
Yeah, Jin dies, so I push I push this wave in, and then I go try to contest drag. I think.
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna fight over this. This is fine, as long as you're wary of Fiddlesticks cheesing you. Good. And yep, start Drake. Good. Okay, so let's say that in a different situation, like right now, Jin dies, and we will pretend that the Fiddlesticks is way stronger than he is, and you can't win the fight. So if you can't contest this Drake, what is the play to like kind of counteract it?
Either go his top side and clear. Um, I would either say so. I'm pretty good at smite fights, so sometimes I go for the smite fight.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I just go invade their top side. depending on the situation, I guess is really what it is. Like if Mundo has TP up and I have a ward, I go for the smite fight because he could TP in with my ward. If not, and they're actually stronger than what they are, and I'm not as fed, I go for the invade.
Yep. So you have the right idea. If you can realistically take the fight, I like taking the fight. If it's just completely improbable, then you invade, as you said, or maybe look for a dive on Yone as well. That's always great.
A lot of the times, what I like to do is I'll jump over one side of the wall, alt or smite. If I win the smite, I alt and then jump over the other side of the wall and just get out. That's what I like to do sometimes.
That's not going to work against a fiddle. He's just going to point and click fear you if you do.
Fear. Yeah. Yes, I just mean like
in general.
In general, yes.
Yeah.
Situations where I know I can.
Yep.
I can do that. I'll just like over here by where the symbol is. I'll walk to that corner, jump over, literally smite it, alt, and then jump over the other corner, and I'll get out. It's funny. Impressive sometimes. But I have teammates that decide to go in and int when I do that. And I don't understand why.
You have angered me and your teammate. You have one charge on your jungle item and you're clearing the red instead of Krogs. Your Jin is fuming right now.
Right? Yes. I don't think I looked at it after Raptors. And then I was like, oh shit. After I cleared red.
Done goofed.
Yep. Because I should have went Krugs then red. So it would have been up for Jin to take or Yasuo to take.
Yep.
Obviously Yasuo's dead right now, but I mean like
this turret's gone, I don't know why you're here.
I'm getting a pick.
They died to that. That is impressive.
Yeah.
I gotta see this one.
I knew I was either gonna try to either pick the Katarina or the Ori and get out. And then I saw her like going for the ward, so I was like, yeah, she's
Why did
dead.
she use her ball? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
yeah, some of these players I play with are just like
just randomly throws it.
She had vision. I don't know, like she just warded there. There was nobody there. I didn't understand.
Anyway, yeah. So back to the point though.
It was a free pick. I kind of understood that, and I knew
it's not worth ulting. What I'm getting at.
Okay.
The reason that it's not worth ulting. Let's. When you're deciding if you want to ult, and that's why I clicked on your character and looked at the cooldown, it can change depending on how much CDR you have. Because you want to make sure you have ultimate for when Herald spawns. You need to have that for any kind of fight.
Right.
When you're going in here, we've got 70 seconds roughly on your ult, 54 until Herald. If Fiddle's there on spawn, there's no way you get it.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, ulting for the support. I mean, yeah, she's like kind of worth gold.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she was pretty fed. Like, I mean, she had 5 kills and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I killed her quite a bit, so she like eventually was just like 5 and 5 and 5 and 6 and shit like that. But she started out like 5 and 1, so
yeah, she's worth a little bit less than she was before. Yeah, as you said, like if she has a bounty, then for sure go for that. If she has a bounty, okay. But without it, I would rather you make sure you have it.
I don't think I needed the ult. I think I'd pop the ult that way. It was faster, so Katarina couldn't.
Yeah.
React.
Yeah, if you can save ult, then for sure you can.
Yeah, I think I could have saved ult. I think I used it because I didn't want Katarina to react fast enough. I guess would be my thought process on it. But thinking about it now, without it, oh yeah, this I can tell you exactly what happened here. I legit almost had ult up, and I thought I had it up. I jumped over that wall, and I said, I don't have ult, I'm screwed.
Even if you have ult, What um what's making you want
I
to take
wanted
this fight?
so Harold was coming up. I wanted
Uh,
to get a pick because I didn't see Katarina. So if you look at the map, I only see Oriana and MF.
yeah, and I'm
I
assuming you
literally
didn't
wanted
see
MF.
Fiddle appear.
Correct. I did not.
He even hit the plant. Like he got vision of you with the plant.
Yes.
I think that
Oh,
was
so I
him.
did. I saw him up there going that way. So I knew I was in the clear because he was up at Krug. So I knew he couldn't rotate fast enough to me. Does that make sense? So I knew I was in the clear with Fiddle because he was up at Krug's going to for
Yeah.
Yasuo and Krug's. So I knew he was out of the picture. I wanted the MF for Rift spawn because of her ult is annoying. And then I jumped the thing and she was there. And I said, oh, I don't have ult either, so I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Which, if I got the pick there on the MF like I wanted and got out, then it would have been good. But it was, I didn't have ult and Katarina was there when I jumped over the wall.
Right. So I do
And
like that there was a
Katarina,
thought process though. Like it wasn't completely just autopilot.
correct. It was. It was. I only saw the two. I saw Yon top. I saw a Fiddle top. I honestly thought Katarina would have probably been bought to stop Mundo
Right.
because
And then
everybody else
that's where the
was
issue comes in is when we use the word probably.
exactly. I should have just said, you know what, she's probably here and went for the rift,
Yeah,
or went for
you
the
could go Rift, you
Yasuo.
could help Yasuo because you know
I
they're
should have
gonna
went for the
engage on him.
Yasuo first. To be honest, I should have went and helped Yasuo first. Is
Yeah,
what I should have done.
that's what I was looking
Because
for initially.
Fiddle and Yone cannot beat me and Yasuo. Me and Yasuo have 9 kills to us. They have 2.
Yep.
Just we most likely win that.
Absolutely, especially if the like Fiddle engages before you go in, then there's no way they're gonna win that.
Yeah. So
Tragic.
very, yeah, it was. I even typed in chat. I said I thought I had R. They flamed me a little bit for that one. I'm like, I'm 5-1. Like I'm literally like, it was one mistake. One huge mistake, I should say. I had a few small mistakes for sure. I know that for a fact, but
You're chasing deep for that Katarina.
yeah, I wanted that freaking gold. I knew I could one shot her because she hadn't backed in a while.
You saw her recalling on the map. I think it was because you're like
Yes,
finishing up
so I thought,
Raptors, and then here,
yeah,
Vic started recalling.
yeah, I
What, you
thought I
think
could
you could
get to
get there in time? Like within that 8 seconds?
yeah.
Pretty ambitious.
One Mississippi, two Miss. Yeah, I probably could have. Yeah, she should have. I should have had enough time, right?
Nah. We'll
Just
start
counting.
the recall.
One Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Miss. Yeah, I don't have time. Four Miss. Five.
So at 56,
Yeah, she just got away, and my ward wasn't far enough.
right?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah,
It was
to be
pretty close.
fair, if she was right up against the wall, then maybe.
Yeah, I should have actually. So if you actually back it up, I actually shouldn't have went over that wall. I should have went straight this way, down. If you go down, right there, scroll down. I should have went right here. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me. Sorry. If you point at the rock right there,
Wait, which
right where I'm
rock?
standing,
Okay,
right there.
so
See
we're
where
here?
that your cursor was? Yes, right in the middle. If I go right over
Yeah.
there,
Okay,
yes.
that one, yeah. I didn't comment because
Instead
I
of,
don't know Talon jumps because that's like a specific thing.
if you go down a little bit from where I am, so if you go down to where that crease is, right there in the rocks to the left, where that tree is. So go to my cursor to my person. If you go on
Person.
me, go
Yep.
straight down a little. Down a little bit more. Right there. See, go to the right. Up a little. See that crease right there next to your cursor? In the rock? Nope, to the left a little bit. See what
I'm
I'm
a
saying?
little lost, but yeah, I get like what you're trying to get.
Yeah, there's like a little crease in the rocks. It looks like
Yeah,
it's like a triangle. If you go right over that, he can make it over top of the other side. So I just go for the invade. Take the ward.
Invade's fine. That's what I wanted originally. Okay. Now let's see. Gold. All you want to do is push this wave, reset.
I think I pushed the next wave too, because I saw a lot of people top. So.
Not super big on this. We want to be able, because when you're wanting to set up for a Drake, you want to have enough time to recall and then push mid. If you don't have mid push before the Drake, then it's hard to get vision.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we'll see what happens, because like.
So I think I just pushed that to tower, and then I recall, I think. Or no, maybe I just... Oh, no.
Just straight up kill Fiddle. That's great.
I forgot that, actually.
Yeah. This works.
Just one shot is nice.
Drake.
Yeah. I was pretty fed. Like, I was in a position where we should have won this, but it was... It turned sideways quick because of that Katarina. She literally got, like, a quadra kill or something like that. 1v5. It was insane. And she got out, too. She didn't die. She gets to the point where she... Yeah, I should have just pushed the wave there.
This is a bit risky here. You just saw Fiddle. I would rather you, instead of like going into his jungle where you know he is, just kind of stay in like river, preferably out of fog or like in fog of war or like somewhere near your teammates.
Okay.
Because like you don't really care about camps at this point. At this point in the game, you just want to make sure that your teammates don't die and you get a pick. His Krugs is not going to change whether you buy an item or not. If we get one pick, especially on Fiddle, yeah, that. You get one pick, really then that can be huge. Like if it was the reverse, where like Fiddle tries to go on Janna and you catch him on the way, then that can turn into a Baron. But
right.
Up, your teammates die because you died. Happens. You're hungry for this Fiddle.
Yeah, there I was. I was kind of mad.
Again, like your teammates are pushed up. We need to be hovering the teammates. At this point in the game,
okay.
The time to get camps is after they pushed or like they've reset, something like that. That's your window, not when they're this far up. And then you've got one of two decisions. Either A, you do want to take a fight, and so great, you hover, like you'll stand like right here so you can hop over the wall.
Look at my gold for a second. Look at my gold for a second.
Gold? Yeah. 338.
Okay, no. So I thought this was the timer where I pinged that I wanted to get item first, but right. It wasn't. It's
is tier 2 boots not a thing on Talon?
It is. So I really, when I'm ahead like this, I just push. There's times where I tier 2 boots earlier, and there's times where I do it later.
Right. It seems overkill here if we're 3.5 items deep.
To go tier 2 boots?
Like I think we're pushing it back too far. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because yeah, you can definitely push it back with Yumu's. Like I'm not saying you can't. But surely before we're finishing third item, we should be.
Yeah, typically I will buy, so if I buy them early, it's right after Yumu's. If I buy them late, it's after Oxymark.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then when I'm ahead like this, sometimes I'll just push it until after fourth item.
Right.
Because I don't really need the movement speed as much as I need to just like one shot people.
You cannot be shown on the map here. Not okay. Yeah, yeah, this will happen
No.
if you do that.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then, like, the whole purpose of playing an assassin is that you kill people from their lack of information. Every time you
Right.
show like that, they're not scared anymore. Like, the ADC can actually play the game.
Got it. Okay.
Your job is not to push waves. Like, occasionally, yeah, you could push a wave, but not when it's completely away from your team. They're all pushed up, that kind of thing. Mundo's deep. We're all here. Because you know they're going to go on your team when they're this pushed up. So again, if you're like
Right.
hop over this wall, or you're here and you can hop a wall, there's so many options that you can have, especially if you have red trinket. So like look for something.
Should I go red trinket more often?
Yeah, yeah, I think it's really good for junglers in general. I mean, obviously there are like some champions that don't want to do it, but I don't see Talon as a champion that wouldn't go red trinket.
Okay. I played this super well. Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
You had to have something like that happen, otherwise the game was done for.
Oh yeah, I played that like very well. I remember that actually.
Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah, I didn't even see him. Honestly, I
Okay.
didn't. And then I one shot his ass. If you keep going, I legit like I don't even know. I think my cursor was up on Fiddle, or
It
like my
probably
camera was up on
was.
Fiddle. And then he come over, and then I
Yep.
just killed him. Which is what I'm supposed to do here. I played this really well too.
You need to hop out. You were fine.
Yeah, well, I just mean that I didn't
Yeah.
die to Fiddle. Oh,
Yep.
I backed
Okay.
out of it perfectly and
We've
let my
killed
team.
two. We see Katarina here. She's about to,
Yes.
I guess, stand there. I
Just
don't know.
stand there. She's probably
Yeah,
typing
she's
to
just
her.
standing on the ward. Anyway, but with those two kills, what's the play?
Baron
Yes, we should be
is what I
immediately
think.
baroning.
I think I backed and pinged Baron immediately because I wanted Baron,
Right.
but
I
nobody
don't.
would go.
I don't see any of that if you did not showing.
Oh, oh, really? Okay. Usually I do. Usually I'm like, yes, let's get
Right.
Baron at this point. I'm very like Baron aggressive
Let's
typically.
see. Yep, we're in base. We're deciding on items. Maybe you're just scratching your nuts. Not sure which. Get out of base. You didn't even buy anything. But, oh, you didn't have gold. Wait.
How
Oh,
did I
right. Because
not
you
have
just came
gold?
out of base. You fought the Yone.
Yeah,
They
I
give you
killed the
that little
Yone.
gold? Wait. You got so little
Did he
gold
not
off
give
of
gold?
them. Because you only have like 400 gold in base, even with a kill on Yone and Dragon. That's just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, 350. Okay, so yeah, you've got nothing to buy. I don't know. Maybe you're distracted with something, but I guess that's why you
I
didn't
was
ping
probably
it.
huh? Yeah, that's I was distracted. I was probably distracted, yeah. Probably one of my kids or something.
Yeah. Okay, we cannot be doing Krugs here. Like this is a reoccurring theme we got going on. Um,
Yeah, I
team's way
I
up
like
here.
to farm.
Yeah. So I think that maybe goes back to what you said at the very beginning, where like you like to farm a lot,
Yes.
which is good for the early game. Like I think the early game farming, for the most part, is good. Like at least the mindset behind it. But once you get into mid
Mhm.
and late game, you've got to adjust and be more willing to stay near your teammates. And the great thing about it,
Okay.
if you're doing it properly, you can just take the enemy's camps, and so you're still getting farm, but you're in position to
Okay.
actually like help people, because if you're taking his raptors, it's so much easier than taking your raptors to help your team.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I think I just did a full clear.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would be losing my mind if I were your
Oh,
teammates right now.
oh yeah, that's when I pinged and nobody wanted to go for it.
Right, it's way too late by that point. Like a minute late.
Yeah. Should have been right away for
Yep.
sure. Oh, this part. Oh, this actually really annoys me. This part here, real quick. When I coming up when I die.
Yeah.
So I was tunneled on the cat in the MF.
Right.
Didn't even see him there.
Yeah, you didn't see that you walked over control ward either, I don't think. And right over that.
Yeah, I was tunneled on them. I
Yeah.
remember that
Yep.
that part there because I knew they were low and I knew I could do something. But and then Fiddle was there and really fucked me up.
Got it.
He did not want to group at all. That Mundo was never with us.
Well, he shouldn't. He has Hullbreaker.
Right. I just mean like it made it a lot harder in
Yeah.
some spots.
Get a pick? Good. Well, not good anymore. Got a little vicious.
Get out. Pretty sure. I swear I get out. Oh no. Oh yeah, I
Okay.
tried one-shotting her. She one-shot me. Which is crazy because I should have been able to one-shot her with my build. I was like
You don't
full
have ult.
build. I hit ult. I ulted her.
Oh, did it
Yep.
just come back up?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I
okay, it
waited.
did. Gotcha.
I should have like I don't even know how it doesn't. I had a full combo on her and everything. She survives and I don't even know how. Legit, I was scratching my head there. Doesn't make sense. She doesn't have anything other than Zonia's. I have so much armor pen that shouldn't even be an item at that point.
She has Conqueror, but yeah, she just doesn't care, I guess.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I know it was half HP, but geez, I hit a full combo on her still.
Yeah.
With 4 items. 4.5 with Hex Drinker.
Soul. As long as we just clear it. Yep, we see people. Easy one.
Yes, we get soul.
Oh, good. Bill's winnable.
They wombo comboed us. I walked up too.
Yeah,
Right
you
into that.
did. You just took it.
Yep.
So what's the correct play?
Wow, I think I should have ran.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
run and then what do you do?
Reese or uh either flank or recall. I
Yep.
mean, I feel like we should have all just tried to get out at that point. You know, to be honest.
For sure. Yeah, you just try to get out. So you get out, like you hop over. I don't care which way you hop, but you hop over. They go out, and then if everyone backs away, you can like maybe push mid, or you could recall, as you said. Just depends on what happens. But yeah, main goal is just getting out. Obviously, die there. 5 people. Game is pretty much thrown at this point. You've got like one more team fight. They get burned. That turned out okay, actually.
Yeah, I played that piece terribly at first, then I turned it around. Here I'm just looking for a pick, but I was pretty much on vision anyways, so I went.
Right.
I wanted to go for a pick, and then I saw Fiddle on the map, so I cleared, and then I think I went and tried to find him, if I remember correctly.
What is the problem with the positioning of where you're trying to find the pick?
My team went top.
Yeah, you're completely isolated.
Yeah.
Definitely the reoccurring theme in this game. Beat it up until one final. Yep, you're not there, so they die. Okay. So for the VOD, like the main things, like the early game, it was okay. A lot of it was just not being precise enough on when you're recalling, being a little bit faster on your decisions, like to back out, that kind of thing. I'm probably forgetting some stuff, but I'll think of it later. When it comes to mid and late game, it was definitely you weren't playing around the position of your teammates, and you weren't uh, recalling at the right timings to make sure that you can actually move with your team to get vision before the Drake. You were so focused on like pushing out a wave, but then it was too late.
Okay. So definitely try. So early game seems okay. Mid game, try to invade more and be closer to team.
Yeah, like the invading is just an extra benefit because you're already there.
Okay.
But yeah, the main focus is being around where your teammates are, and then when they back off, you back off. That kind of thing. The early game, oh, that's what you can focus on. Like the tracking is his camps properly, like getting used to the timers.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 2 minutes 15 seconds. 2 minutes 30, and then 5.
Right. So the scuttle
So,
one, like that one's a lot easier to track because there's just one of them that spawns.
right. Yeah.
You always know that one. So I wouldn't over focus on that, but just the general like feeling is what you're looking for on
Got
the
it.
camps, like figuring out when they're gonna spawn.
Right.
You don't end up doing this when instead you could be on Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about
Or
like
bot lane.
understanding, yeah, or bot lane, just like understanding the trades of showing on the map, like you are here. Then that turns into Fiddle getting Drakes. You have to keep that in mind before you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This gank I honestly thought would have been 100% kill.
Right, I don't blame you for that. Like thinking that way looks pretty reasonable to go for. It's just Yone is Yone.
Yeah, Yone is annoying as a champion, to be honest. So,
It's a really tough one to gank.
and then I played it right. I backed and went straight to where it should have been anyways. But at
Yes,
that point,
too
it
late.
probably was too late.
Yeah.
I really thought that was a kill. I was like,
Yep.
dang, he did play it pretty well though. I mean, honestly, but using his Q to get past me and then all away is, I mean, how he had to play it.
Yeah, not a whole lot you can do because if you dodge the Q, then he gets full distance and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.